Howdy folks, Alan BePro here today. I am here with
Robin Jones.
And as you can see on the table, Robin brought a small arsenal for us today. Today's video is going to be something that was instigated to me about a prior video that I did about limp wristing. And in that video, it was pointed out to me that I had my wrist locked in a position similar to this. And so that's what we're here today, is to reshoot the limp wristing video. So in preparation for this, we started going over a little bit of what we're going to do here, and the problem is I had the weapon up like this in my limp hand, and so we're going to end up needing to be a bit more forward. We started talking about, what about if the elbow is locked or not locked. The fact of the matter is as Robin even said, when you hold guns all the time, you have to actually think about how to hold it wrong. So what we've discovered, what are your thoughts here, Robin?
Well, I think that even with your hand out and the wrist out, you can keep your wrist relaxed and not a tight grip on the gun. And I think that would probably be considered limp wristing, wouldn't it? Because I really don't know how you can limp your wrist and shoot your gun.
Yeah, and that so we are having ideas on how we're going to end up having to do this. I know I'm not going to put the web of my palm up against the beaver tail. Okay, I'm going to allow the gun to be as limp as it possibly can, but still be able to hold it to where it doesn't drop. So let's try it.
Let's see what happens. And if you happen to drop a gun, I don't get too upset, so.
I usually drop it anyway. The 9E, it is on safe. Go ahead and pop a couple of rounds just to show function. Okay, so the 9E does function. So now, gonna have her put it into her left hand and try to induce a malfunction by limp wristing. So, have at her.
All right, let's see if we can do this. Okay, I am right-handed, so it's in my left hand.
So, limp as possible.
Woo, see that?
If you drop the gun, I don't care. A little less on the grip fingers.
Yeah, I'd say I don't really have too much control over this gun, so. And it's still functioning fine. There we go. See, it went off every time, and I barely was hanging on to it. I thought I was going to drop it there the first couple times.
And it locked back. Okay, so that was the 9E. How about a Beretta? Oh, that's nice. But that's not the point of this video. All right, so let me see if I can actually... Now, I am unfamiliar with this weapon. This is not mine, all right? So I, too, am going to try and, with my limp hand, holding the weapon as loosely as I can, and if I drop it...
You drop it.
Run? All right, so here we go. Let's try this one.
even locked back.
Even locked back. One thing that we didn't mention is using the aluminum brass, or the aluminum, all right? This is just the Federal 9mm, if I can get the box correct, Federal 9mm aluminum, just because theoretically the brass is more reliable than the aluminum. Anyway, so now what she's got is what?
Canic TP9 SF. One of my favorite guns. We'll see what happens there. This thing eats anything, so I've never had any problems with it.
Does seem to function.
Here we go.
Ease up on the beaver tail some. There we go.
Alright, here we go.
Up!
Oh, hey, look. We did get one on this.
Showed up close. Got one in the
Got
Canic.
one. Let's see what happens here. See if we can do it again. Oh! Two! Wow.
One right after the other in the Canic. Now these things are supposed to be super reliable and will eat almost any ammo out there.
Alright, let's do it again, see if we get three. Oh, guess we
And
did.
a failure to feed.
Boy, that's disappointing, because I love this gun.
So we've experienced some limp wristing issues with the Canic. How about a SIG P320 compact? This one does have the Federal brass in her.
Here we go. Alright, no issues there. Here we go with the limp wristing.
Nice, lift your fingers up. One index finger. There you go.
There we go, okay.
Boy, it likes to throw that brass right back at you when it's limp.
That actually hurts my trigger finger. It's like, wow! But see, no failures. No issues there. Barely hanging on to this sucker. Thank God he's got the upgrades on it, because if it drops, maybe it won't go bang.
Yeah, you don't want to drop a P320.
It's going to be interesting, because I have one in 45, and of course I got aluminum brass for that too. So we'll see what happens with that one when we get to it. But P3220, 9mm, no malfunctions, lip wristing.
All right, so now the Smith & Wesson, the Shield 9, again with the aluminum. Let's see if I can get this thing to malfunction. Now, we really want to know if this malfunctions or not, because a lot of people carry this, including somebody within my frame. So, just for function, seems to function. Now, it's kind of difficult to not hold the gun right. And she locks back.
And that was with aluminum ammo. So that's good to know. I don't carry aluminum ammo in my carry gun when I carry it. I got defense ammo that I carry in there, but for today's purposes, I brought aluminum ammo for it. But hey, it worked.
Okay, so one of the pistols that's supposed to eat everything, a Glock. All right. Unfortunately, I didn't put my gloves on before I handled this. It's kind of icky. But I do have some Federal brass in here. I'm gonna give her a shot with that, and then we'll have something else after that. So, function testing on the Glock here. It's just a Glock 22 and the 40 cal. Kind of miss a 40. Alright, so back to the limp wristing thing that we're doing here. Supposed to be able to fire underneath any conditions. Glock's most reliable weapon on the planet. And it locked back with the brass.
All right, I'm back here with the Glock 22, and I loaded it up with some Federal aluminum ammo. So let's see how the Glock tests with aluminum ammo. Okay, it functioned just fine that way. Now let's try this limp wristed here. Here we go. Oh, look. We did get a malfunction.
Glock perfection.
Look at that.
Sorry, Scotsman, I know you wanted me to be a little more serious in this video, but
Let's try it again.
let's try
Here we go. Oh, she functioned that. Well, it stayed open, but the first round limp wristing it, we did have a failure to, I do believe,
Failure to
probably
eject on that.
eject, yes. So, with aluminum ammo. So, there you go for you Glock people out there. Glock perfection.
So back with the Glock, we've got some other rounds here. These rounds were loaded by Is Your 6 covered. They've got themselves some HTP in there. Is Your 6 covered? Let's see if his loads work.
I loaded them, but this is the load that he loads. This is a 4.3 tight group with a Hornet A XTP bullet.
It functions. Let's see if it limps. And she locks back. CZ, baby. CZ. Alright. With the aluminum ammo.
I have never shot aluminum ammo in this CZ. I usually just shoot factory loads and also a lead bullet that we load ourselves, and it shoots pretty well. I've never tried the aluminum ammo, but here we go.
Oh, helps if I put one in the chamber. Seemed to function. I gotta do one more though. It's CZs. I might catch the virus doing this video, I don't know. The pistol is literally just laying in my hand. And she locks back.
CZ rocks.
So we've done some 9s, we've done some 40s. We're gonna move up to a 45. So she's got herself a P320 full size. This one has not been upgraded, so please don't drop it.
Okay, I'll try not to. So safety first. I don't want to shoot Alan while we're doing this. So here we go. Uh-oh. Oh.
Didn't get the mag seated.
Oops. Amateurs here.
Dang, rookie.
There we go. Oh, I love this gun. Here we go. We're going to limp wrist it. Never done this with this one before. Woo! Dang, that hurts the finger.
Choke up on it a little bit.
Woo! All right. That one's a little tough on the finger. Limp Wristing don't like that. But P320, 45 cal. No failures there.
So to recap, we shot a number of weapons in order to try to do this test. We've tried to do this test as much as possible. I'm sorry if any wind noise is a distraction during these videos. Unfortunately, I don't have control over that. We did try really hard to do this justice. The first weapon that we shot was a Ruger 9E. The second weapon that we shot was... What did we shoot next?
What did we shoot next? We shot the...
Well, nevertheless, ultimately we shot the Ruger 9E. We shot the Sig Sauer P320 Compact. We shot the M&P Shield 9. We shot a Beretta 92, a CZ P07.
Nope, CZ 75B.
75B. We shot a Canik TP9, and we shot a Glock 22.
These two failed.
So ultimately, we had malfunctions with the Canik, and we had malfunctions with the Glock. Both of these weapons are supposed to be able to eat any kind of ammo you give them and fire no matter what happens. But in these particular tests, with these particular weapons, these are the only two that failed this particular test. So, Robin, thoughts on these particular tests?
I find these tests to be true. We did the best we can, Limp Wristing, and as, like you said, we had two failures with two weapons that we tried today. It just happened to be a Canik and a Glock. So...
And so you've got a YouTube channel that's under your name, Robin Jones.
Correct.
But that's not the only one that you're going to keep.
Right. I think I'm going to switch over. I'm going to change my YouTube channel to Redbird491. So if you see Redbird491 out there on your chats, that'll be me.
Hopefully I will be able to get a link and post that link down in there for you. I'm going to also put in a link for the Thecrazy Scotsman and the Is Your Six Covered. A couple of guys that we reference in this video. Awkward pause because I'm thinking about what I'm supposed to be saying.
I'd like to thank Alan for inviting me to come out here today to do some shooting. We're in an undisclosed location in southern Iowa, and it just happens to be a great day.
I'd really like to thank Robin Jones for coming out. Not only did she come out, but she did bring herself a small arsenal, a number of weapons that either I have not shot or I haven't shot in a long time. I think we're going to end up having a lot more fun here. The day is early, and thank you very much for coming out. I appreciate your help with this video. As always, keep the magazines loaded and one in the chamber.